Good morning. My name is Dan Wadipaka, and I'm presenting Wisdom Stoves. So what we do at Wisdom Stoves, we provide clean, affordable, and fuel-efficient stoves so that we can eliminate indoor air pollution and promote sustainability of biomass supply in Kenya. So we do clean cook stoves, as you can see in the picture. There's one lady using open fire, and there's a lady there using our stove. It's called Wisdom Stove. And so what we want to do is to have everybody in Kenya using the stove, using gasification technology. And we are talking about probably about 4.5 million households are still using open fire, and it's really harmful to their health. So Wisdom Stoves, we manufacture and distribute energy efficient stoves, and as we are going to see later, they are actually gasification stoves, so there are additional advantages compared to the ordinary stoves. They are fast cooking, they are affordable, they are safe, and they are fuel efficient and healthy. And so as we do that, we still participate with the rest of the world in mitigating climate change and also sustainability of energy supply. Let me tell you a little bit more about the stove. It converts the smoke into flammable gas. We call that producer gas. And so it eliminates the risk of exposure to respiratory related sicknesses. It's very efficient, and so the beneficiaries they spend much less in terms of wood, and they can use waste from crops as alternative fuels, so they don't have to necessarily cut wood. We already sold 1,250 units, and we've sold this at the recommended retail price and wholesale prices. We are for-profit business, and so that's what we've managed to do up to this point. And the stove has been designed here in Kenya, and it's also manufactured here in Kenya. And so we are achieving we are able to employ or provide employment opportunities for locals. Some of the users that we have here just decided to take this picture of a lady called Grace. She's 50 years old, and she is a mother of 6. And she is one of the first people to start using our stove. So what we do as Wisdom, we go back to some of these users and we try to find out how they are doing and if they are benefiting from our products. She told us, among many other people, that she now uses much less wood. And so her daily chores are much easier. The wood that she's holding in her hands is all she needs to prepare a meal. So that really saves her time. She uses about 25% of what she was using before. She doesn't buy charcoal anymore because, as we are going to find, the stove converts the wood that is used into charcoal. So they don't have to, a user doesn't have to continue buying charcoal. Produces a very hot flame, so she's able to cook fast, and she doesn't have to bear with smoke because the stove converts that smoke into energy. We have already, like I've told you, we've sold to 1,250 units, and in Kenya you find that according to Global Alliance for Clean Cook Stoves, about 15,000 people die in Kenya daily, not daily but every year. And this is because of complications that are related to indoor air pollution. More than 50% of premature deaths of children who are 5 and under, it's caused by pneumonia, and that is caused by soot that is inhaled from household air pollution. We are basically talking about smoke. So wood gasification is a very good solution to this, and many research institutions have concluded that it's a major solution to indoor air pollution. In Kenya, we have about 4.5 million, talking about the market analysis, 4.5 million households that have not adopted clean cook stoves. And 4.5 million households, with every household having an average of 6 people, we are talking about 27 million beneficiaries. And this amounts to a market value of about 153,529,411, that is US dollars. So that's a big market value. And 78% of the population live in rural areas where wood is the dominant fuel. Almost everybody in rural Kenya uses wood at about 88%. A total of 3,300 stoves or 3,300 stoves are going to be distributed by the end of 2015, and this will transform the lives of about 19,800 beneficiaries. Talking about market analysis, here we have divided this into two. We have people who live in rural households, and they can still be subdivided again into the poor and non-poor. The poor are those who make about 2,913 Kenya shillings, which is about $42 per month, and that is according to the government of Kenya. And so we have a majority of our beneficiaries, or the people that you are targeting most, the market that you're targeting most is in rural Kenya. The key strategies for 2015, that is the year that we are getting into, we are going to develop new stove designs, starting with pellets and Jutrofa models, because we want to customize the stove so that we can be able to help people use the fuel that is readily available in their regions. And so, especially those kind of fuels that are ordinarily wastes, like Jutrofa, and we're talking about coffee husks and all that. We are going to manufacture and distribute 1,500 stoves, and that is going to impact 9,000 beneficiaries. We are going to develop a marketing strategy to be implemented in 7 counties, and with time we are going to replicate that in every county. We have 42 counties in Kenya, so eventually we are going to get it to every county. Develop a working system for beneficiary or customer support and training, because this is a new technology and a lot of training and customer support is necessary so that the adoption process can be it can be successful. We are going to pursue partnership with microfinance institutions. Our stove goes for about 45 US dollars, that's retail, and you realize that some of the Kenyans, especially the poor, may not be able to afford that, and so we need partnership with microfinance institutions. That's something we are already pursuing, and also that will help with distribution. The break-even analysis, we've already been in production for the last 2.5 years, and as you can see from that graph, we are going to break even sometime next year at about 3,017 units. And that is going to happen according to how we have been seeing things going. And so sometime next year we'll break even, and that will be very good. The value chain, you can see that we have Wisdom Innovations. The offices are in Nairobi, but what we do is that we decided to have production in rural Kenya because of many advantages that go with that. And maybe what I should mention here is that we are trying as much as possible to not be involved in direct sales like we've been doing before. This is a new technology, and we find ourselves going into where the people are. We train them and we show them how the stove works. And so we've really sold a lot of stoves directly to customers. They like the stove and they buy them. And so we want to engage distributors, our distributorship model, where we are going to have, especially microfinance institutions, we want them to be selling 60% of our sales. We want them to be through distributors. Direct sales maybe 30%. That's what we are looking at. And e-commerce, we already have the stove available on mamamikes.com, so people can buy it online. So that's how we are doing in the value chain. We have some things that we would want to highlight there. I know quite a bit, not much time, but basically you can see that we've really achieved much. An organization like UN Habitat is one of the people that are interested in helping us replicate this, because they have seen the value in having the technology customized, and so that people can use it in a way that is going to fit them, so that they can benefit from this. Basically, we are trying to convert this great technology into real benefits for the people of Kenya and even beyond. So that's what we are I believe you'll have a copy. I won't read everything there, but you'll be able to have a look at that too. Let me get into financing. This is year 2015, and what we're looking at first quarter, second quarter, third quarter, and fourth quarter. And most of our sales are actually coming, most of our income is through product sales. Like I say, this is a for-profit organization, and we want to be profitable so that we can be sustainable and make sure that we keep growing this technology. But we still have some amounts that we would want to seek in form of grants so that we can be able to reach our target. Right. So that is how our finances look like. And so in summary, our business is to bring about a paradigm shift. We want to totally change the way the charcoal is made. More than 60% of the energy is wasted when we make charcoal traditionally, and that is so inefficient. And so we end up depleting our forests. And of course, a lot of complications come as a result of that, including climate change and all that. So, and this is not just for Kenya. This can be replicated in every third world country, starting from Africa. And as you can see here, this is me in a certain training by UN Habitat. And so I'm grateful that some organizations are coming up and helping us to be able to get the youth to know how to benefit from this technology. I'll be conducting another training in Bujumbura sometimes next week or yeah. So thank you very much. I appreciate it.